So our last video on the Packers and Lions franchise is currently listed right here. If you have yet to see that video, our video before that is right here, Season 2, Episode 1. And if you haven't seen that one, our first season, Episode 2, is right here. That was our second game on this franchise. Our first game is right here. So those are all the games that we've played already. Right now, this is going to be our final game for this franchise. So without further ado, we'll hop right into it, go over our rosters, and get all that good stuff out of the way as we're going to quickly go through my roster. As we have players like Davante Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, Justin Simmons, Trevor Lawrence is our quarterback. We also have Javon Hargrave, he's pretty good, CJ Mosley, a bunch of others that I'm not going to go over, otherwise this video would be an hour long. So yeah, these are all our players. If you want to pause and look at them, go right ahead. If you want to just wait for me to be done with this, go ahead and do that as well. As we're almost done going through my roster, as I seem to be taking my time going through the roster for some reason. Usually I don't take this long, but I guess I was just feeling like taking a while this time. So we'll just have to see how long this really takes. As, yeah, this is taking way too long. I need to be quicker when I do this in the future. As there we go, we're finally at the end. As now we're at the Lions. This is Matt's team. He has players like Aaron Donald, Nick Chubb, Quinn Williams, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, Minkah Fitzpatrick, and just a bunch of others. His team is incredibly stacked, significantly more talented than mine. Probably a way more fun team to play with than mine, but I mean, we're gonna play, obviously. I mean, making this video, we'll have to see who, I guess, gets the advantage on this franchise, because in the first season, I won those 2 games, and in the second season, which we've played 2 games in that one so far, Matt has won those 2 games. So this game would technically decide who really wins this franchise, just because we've both won 2, and this one, which is ironically in the playoffs, is going to decide who gets the upper hand in this franchise when it comes to the, wins. So that's fun. Kind of a coincidence that it just so happens to be our last game and it's in the playoffs in the NFC divisional round. So yeah, now we're finally done looking through me and Matt's teams, and we're going to hop into our game once we look at our records for the season. I went 10-7, Matt went 16-1, as, yeah, his team clearly had a very good season. Our team did okay. I mean, we kind of snuck into the playoffs at a 10-7 record. I think we were 4-7 at one point, so we definitely had our ups and downs. We're finally here in Detroit, Michigan at Ford Field to kick off this divisional round, as the Lions will be starting off with the ball, as Brandon McManus is going to kick this up. Noah Igbinoghene back to return it, and he's going to elect to take it out of the end zone, and he's going to get up to the 22, so he probably should have just stayed in the end zone, taking the touchback. 1st and 10 for Patrick Mahomes and the Lions. They're going to hand off to Nick Chubb on the first carry for a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 at the 23. Mahomes going to throw. Pass is caught by T. Higgins for the 1st and 10. He got pretty wide open on that play. 1st and 10 at the 33. Nick Chubb's going to take it, but the Packers are more than prepared to stop him on that play for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11. Mahomes is going to get taken down, holding on the ball for a little too long, as the Packers able to easily get home on him. 3rd and 18. Mahomes, he's going to throw, and this is intercepted. A.J. Terrell somehow manages to get both of his feet in bounds and make that sideline interception, so credit to him. That was a pretty insane interception by him, as that was a 2-yard loss by Ralph Cooks, our running back. 2nd and 12, Lawrence going to back way back up, and he's going to find Harrison Bryant, his tight end, to make it a 3rd and 3 at the Lions' 32-yard line. Lawrence back to pass again. And he's going to try and find his man again, but he gets taken down by Quinn Williams. It'll be 4th and 8. And the Packers are just going to take their 3 here, as this ball goes way up in the air, kick up and good, as the Packers do break the ice first and get some points. So we do get a lead, sort of, and we got an interception too, so we were able to steal possession away. A decent start. I would have liked to get a touchdown there, but I mean, we'll take it. I mean, we got points. That's really a lot. It's probably all you can ask for. Oh my gosh, Javon Hargrave picking off Patrick Mahomes in an insanely weird fashion, as we'll get the ball back as we try and find Ralph Cooks again, but he's just like getting bulldozed over by Lions as he can't go anywhere. 2nd and 16 at the Lions 20. Lawrence gonna go in the end zone, but he finds J.C. Jackson, who's gonna stay in the end zone to take the touchback. Probably a smart decision by him. What wasn't a smart decision was that throw by Trevor Lawrence. As 1st and 10, Mahomes, oh my gosh, man, you gotta get rid of the ball, as these Packers are eating him alive right now. 2nd and 17 at the 13, wide open is Dallas Goedert, as he's eating this defense alive, as he's able to reach over and make it a 3rd and 1 at the 29-yard line. Mahomes is going to actually take it himself and just barely reach over and get the first down to keep the chains moving. He kept it himself, and it paid off. As 1st and 10, Mahomes going to find A.J. Brown, who gets his first reception of the game. And that will most likely in the first quarter. Yeah, it does. 1st and 10 at the 43. Mahomes going to get rid of it quick. And this one could have been intercepted by the Packers, but number 27 kind of dropped it, and the Lions will have another opportunity here. 2nd and 10, that's incomplete by Dallas Goedert. He tried to get his hands on it, but I guess the Packers played well enough defense to prevent him from doing so. It's 3rd and 10. Mahomes getting pressured on again, as it'll be 4th and 10 at the 43. They're going to kick a field goal, as kick up and good. As, yeah, if you remember in that last video, there were a bunch of glitchy kicks and stuff. So that's why he was even able to make that kick. In case anyone was confused about that, there is a glitch going on where you can pretty much make a field goal from like way further back than normal. As this gets intercepted by J.C. Jackson again. As, yeah, what I was talking about is the kicking meter is like really messed up in this particular franchise, so that's why he was able to make that kick. You'll see what I'm talking about, because that's not going to be the only kick that's like from a very insane distance. Back to the game, 3rd and 5, Mahomes is able to shake off a sack, but he gets taken down anyway. It'll be 4th and 10 at the Lions 27. They're going to kick a field goal, as this one's up and good. As, yeah, that one was a reasonable field goal, so that one wasn't really relevant to what I was going on about for a minute there. So now we'll get the ball back, and we'll see if we get a relevant play to what I was just talking about. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to get rid of it before taking a sack, but this will fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, Lawrence back to pass, and he's going to throw, and this is intercepted as Minkah Fitzpatrick, as Lawrence is really not doing good today, since Pat Fitzpatrick getting a pick 6 out of this. So yeah, this is definitely probably one of his worst games of his career, as he hasn't thrown a single touchdown. He's already thrown 3 interceptions at least. As, yeah, he needs to figure out his shit. If we're going to win this game, Lawrence needs to start playing better, because right now is clearly not getting the job done. As we'll get the ball back at our own 25 after taking the touchback. Lawrence back to pass. He's going to throw a quick pass. This one nearly gets intercepted by Shaquille Leonard. As, man, oh man, Trevor Lawrence is just playing with fire here. We might have to bench him if he doesn't start playing better. 2nd and 10, oh my gosh, he throws his 4th interception, as Eric Stokes is able to get up to the 9-yard line. Lions have a full momentum meter. As, what is happening to Trevor Lawrence right now? Like, man, oh man, this is not good. This is bad. It's like he's never played down a football in his life. The way he's been playing, you probably are questioning what he's doing and how he's playing so bad. I can't really tell you that. I guess I'm just really bad in this game. And some of his throws, though, I mean, can't really control that. It's 4th and goal. They're going to kick a field goal. kick up and good. It'll be a 13-point game. As, yeah, I don't really like our chances right now because Trevor is just really putting up a stinker right now, as his throws have been just, like, really off, and he's just been making some bad decisions. His 1st and 10, we try and find DeAndre Hopkins, but he can't quite make that catch. It would have been a difficult catch to make. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line. Lawrence going to throw to Ralph Cooks. We can't really go anywhere, as we kind of just have to settle for those throws because Trevor can't really make any other throws for some reason. Like, I know Trevor Lawrence is good in real life. I'm not stupid. Like, he's really good. As he does good on that throw. D-Hop was wide open, but he does manage to make that throw, so I will give him credit for that. But yeah, for some reason, in some of these franchises, it seems that some of these good quarterbacks really tend to struggle. I guess it's either us being bad or it's the quarterbacks being bad, as Davante Adams able to make that catch to make it 1st and 10 at the Lions' 37-yard line, as he's doing okay on this drive. We'll see if he can keep it up. Lawrence is going to take way too much time to try and make a decision there, as he'll get taken down for a 10-yard loss, and that would theoretically put him out of field goal range. But as I mentioned before, that honestly doesn't really matter, just because of the glitch that makes field goals really insanely, like, overpowered. It's 3rd and 20. D-Hop does get back into field goal range. That is technically field goal range, as a 56-yarder is definitely not impossible. We'll see if the kick is made, and it is. Probably could have been made from back further just because of the glitch, but it is a field goal nonetheless. We'll take it, because the way we're playing, we probably don't deserve a touchdown. As there's 5 seconds left in the half, we'll see what happens. As there's only 2 seconds left now, as Igbenogany returns it. 2 seconds left. This will most likely be the final play of the half, as Mahomes can go deep to Goddard. But fortunately, the Packers are there to tackle him. Unfortunately, this has been probably one of the worst first halves offensively that we've ever had. We've thrown 4 interceptions, and we've just looked terrible throughout this entire game. So hopefully in the second half we can figure our shit out and start playing better, as we'll be able to prove if we can do that early on, as we are going to start off with the ball. So Trevor, we need you to start playing better, buddy. We'll see if he can do that, as 1st and 10, solid start, as he does find Davante Adams for a 7-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line. Lawrence back to pass again. He's going to throw a quick pass to Davante Adams, who can't quite make that catch. So it'll be incomplete pass, 3rd and 3 at the 32. Lawrence back to pass, and he's going to throw. This time it is caught by Harrison Bryant. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. As right now we're just kind of dinking and dunking. We'll see if it works out, as D-Hop's going to pick up a 1st down. Longest play of this drive, as it's about a 13 or 14-yard gain. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line of the Packers. We'll see what Trevor draws up here, as he's going to throw a quick pass, as this gets intercepted by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Oh my gosh. Like, man, oh man, Trevor cannot catch a break, as Minkah Fitzpatrick's going to not get caught and get in for a pick 6, his 2nd of the day, I'm pretty sure. As, yeah, this is bad. This is just terrible. I think the Lions have scored more points on defense than they have offense. That's how bad this has been, because they've gotten 2 pick 6s, which would be 12 points, and that's not even including the PATs. So yeah, 12 points on defense, 11 points on offense. So yeah, this is definitely not good. Like, the Lions aren't even really doing anything. We're just kind of self-destructing on our own, as Trevor takes a sack there. 2nd and 19, horrific throw there, as that was just no one. At 3rd and 19 at the 16-yard line, we're going to bench Trevor Lawrence, because he's just been absolute dog shit this whole game, as that doesn't really do us good there. It's 4th and 11. We're going to kick a field goal. We're going to take advantage of that glitch that I was talking about, as kick is way up in the air, and it's good. So yeah, I guess that's the good part about a game being glitchy, is you can take advantage of it and get a field goal when you probably don't deserve it. But hey, now the game's interesting, but we're not looking for field goals. We need touchdowns, and we need them in the worst possible way. We need to get a stop here, get a touchdown to make this a one-score game just to have a chance. As 1st and 10, not a good start as we go up a 4-yard gain to make it 2nd, 4th, 32. Nick Chubb has a wide open room here as he's going to get a huge run here as he's going to shake off some tackles and get up to the 22-yard line. As, yeah, it looks like the defense seems to be checking out as well. But Justin Simmons actually gets an interception to make me look like a dumbass. So now we have the ball back at our own 4-yard line. So it's definitely going to be a difficult task as missed tackle by the Lions on Alex Springs as he's able to find Davante Adams. And Alex Springs already looks better than Trevor Lawrence, as sad as that sounds. 1st and 10, Alex Springs back to pass. He's going to throw. The pass is caught by Harrison Bryant. And it looks like there's going to be a roughing the passer as well. We will definitely take that. As 1st and 10, we were looking for Davante Adams, but we were not able to get the play off in time. 2nd and 10 at the Lions 42. Alex Springs, this time the Lions are getting to him, so it looks like they're finally starting to catch on to his strategy. 3rd and 10 at the 42, but he does find his man, John Ross, in the middle of the field to keep the chains moving, so that's pretty good. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Alex Springs, oh my gosh, Lions are all over him as we just don't have any time right now. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 30, and he throws a pick right to Minkah Fitzpatrick, who's having a historical day for a defender, and he probably would have had his 3rd pick six if he would have kept going, but unfortunately for him, he doesn't. But Nick Chubb seems to be picking up the slack as, oh my gosh, he's going to break some tackles, get up to the 16-yard line, as we're having some major trouble with him on defense. As 1st and 10, Nick Chubb is going to jump up in the air and fumble, and Matt Milano's going to pick it up. Like, why the hell would you jump up in the air, especially considering that you're a running back? I mean, we'll take it. As 1st and 10, DeAndre Hopkins can get the ball here. Lion falls down, and he's going to have an easy touchdown here. And just like that, the Packers are right back in this game. I have no idea what the hell just happened there, but we will definitely take it. As kick is up and good, it is a 7-point game, despite all of the miscommunications that have happened in this game. We've had to bench Trevor Lawrence. We've thrown insane interceptions. Minkah Fitzpatrick's just been making life hell for offense on this Packers squad. But we're here, and we have a chance to make this a tie game if we can get a stop here, as it's looking pretty good as we do stop Nick Chubb for only a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 at the 23 to start the 4th quarter. Mahomes going to throw, and he throws a pick to Olukum, I think is his name. And just like that, we have a chance to tie the game right now. If we can get a touchdown, and we have an amazing field position too. As 1st and 10, we find Davante Adams, already a pretty decent start, as it'll be a 4-yard gain to make it 2nd 6 at the 24. Alex Springs going to find Davante Adams. He's going to get it and get up to the 14-yard line. As we're knocking on the door, we'll see if we're able to capitalize. As no, we don't capitalize. Instead, the Lions capitalize on a horrific throw, and Harrison Smith able to swoop up that interception. And there goes our chance to tie the game, as the Lions are going to take this opportunity to get some first downs and try and melt the rest of this clock away. As we miss another opportunity for an interception, as Matt Milano had his hands on it, but he couldn't quite make the interception. 2nd and 10, Mahomes going deep to Higgins, and T. Higgins able to make that catch easily in the middle of the field. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Oh man. Yeah, things don't really go your way when you can't take advantage of opportunities, Packers. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line. Dallas Goedert's going to take this, get the first down. And yeah, this game looks to be over. It doesn't look like we're going to recover from that missed opportunity. As yeah, I'm going to be honest, we did not deserve to win this game. Especially Trevor Lawrence, because he threw 0 touchdowns and like 4 or 5 interceptions. And Alex Springs was okay, but he did not do nearly enough to be credited with a win. As 4th and 9, we do get a stop, but I mean, they could probably just kick a field goal. Assuming they make this game will pretty much be over. As yeah, they make it. This is a 10-point game, less than 2 minutes left. Yeah, this is pretty much over. It would take a absolute miracle by the Packers to have a chance in this game. And the way we've been playing, it does not look like that's going to happen. We're going to kick a field goal. And, yeah, that kick's up and good. As I seem to be really abusing my power with this glitch. As we're going to try the onside kick, see if it works out for us. As it doesn't, as A.J. Brown able to easily recover that. As it's a 7-point game again. I said we didn't have a chance, but that glitch seems to really be helping us out. As Nick Chubb, man, oh man, don't do me like that. I was getting all optimistic, like we were gonna get back in this game. And you get a touchdown and squander the Packers' hopes and dreams of winning this game once again. As now it's a 14-point game, we would need 2 touchdowns in less than a minute. And, I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but, yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Just because of the way we've been playing, I don't see it happening. As we go deep to Hopkins, as J.C. Jackson's going to get his, like, a billionth interception. I honestly don't even know, man. It's just like J.C. Jackson and Minkah Fitzpatrick have just been really doing shit to our offense that you don't want to let happen. Just like all those interceptions just aren't good. As Mahomes didn't even have a good day. He had 4 interceptions and less than 150 passing yards up to this point. As like, man, like we really lost this game. Like I think we didn't win, obviously. And the Lions, honestly, they didn't really win either. We just kind of lost. Like we lost horrifically. As this looks like it's going to be the final play of the game as the Lions call timeout. As it looks like they're going to run one final play. Mahomes back to pass, going to throw to a wide open Max Williams to put on some garbage time touchdown points. Not going to impact the game or anything, but I guess it's good for fantasy owners of Max Williams. But yeah, that was an absolute disaster. And like, yeah, ironically, Patrick Mahomes and Alex Springs had the exact same amount of passing yards and touchdowns thrown. So that's something. Yeah, that was not good. That was just a terrible loss all around. And I mean, the only reason it was even semi-close was because of those like field goal glitch opportunities. So yeah, we need to do better in our next franchise, as it looks like Matt's going to get the upper hand on this franchise, as he was 3-2 and I was 2-3, and as my math would tell me, 3 is bigger than 2. We won 2 and lost 3, so unfortunately we have a negative record in this franchise. So that's definitely a punch in the nose there that happened. But what are you gonna do? It's just a game. Just gotta play better in our next franchise. And yeah, that's really all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed this franchise. It's been kind of weird trying to find new things to do. I might try and do some other games like MLB, maybe play some Rocket League. So I guess if you like that and you're somehow still watching, hey, I might do that. But yeah, other than that, we're just gonna end things here. We got about 10 seconds left in the video, so I'm just going to take this opportunity to thank you all for watching this video. I will see you on our next video, hopefully, if you decide to watch. Peace out.